Hi, welcome back again. This is video 5 in our series, and in this video we're going to be looking at the whiteboard function in Zoom. Now, in the last video we looked at screen sharing with your students, and one of the things you're probably going to want to share most often is the virtual whiteboard that's available to you through Zoom. Now, we're all used to using classroom whiteboards, and a virtual whiteboard is not so different in most ways. In fact, it has some features that maybe give it a bit more flexibility and adaptability over a regular classroom whiteboard. But most of the things you can do with a classroom whiteboard, you can also do with a virtual whiteboard. So the focus of today's session will really be on the annotation bar and the tools that are available to you to use once you've shared a whiteboard with your students. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start a new meeting in Zoom, and then I'm going to go to the bottom of the screen and I'm going to click Share Screen, select the whiteboard and share this. So now the students will have the whiteboard up on their screen, and this annotation bar will allow you to do a number of things. It's mostly quite intuitive, so we'll start with text. If you click on the screen, you will get a text box, and you can then type into this text box. So if your handwriting isn't great, this is a real boon, because unlike with a classroom whiteboard, you can simply use the type tool, and this select tool on the left will basically allow you to choose any text box or any object that is on the screen and select it and drag it around. Now we've got some text there. The next thing I'm going to show you is the format box here. In the format box you can change colors of text. If you're drawing, you can change the line width, and there are some basic formatting functions with the text as well. So I'm going to now select the text in that box, go to format, and I'm going to change that to black. If I go back in, I can make it bold. I can also make it italic, and I can change the size. So that's pretty useful. The next drop down I'm going to show you is on the draw option on the toolbar. This allows you to draw lines which are thin, which are thick, and allows you to create shapes as well. And it's also got a straight line function, which is great for underlining things, and it's got an arrow function, and this will be quite useful to you, for example, if you are wanting to create something like a mind map with your students. So the board's fairly flexible. It's got some things that you wouldn't be able to do with a traditional whiteboard. So the drop down on the stamp option gives you access to 6 different stamps. You have an arrow stamp that you can use to highlight or guide the students' attention to a particular part of the screen. You've got a tick icon, so a tick stamp rather, so you can use that to mark things as correct, and a cross stamp if things are incorrect, and there's even a question mark stamp if you are not sure about those things. Plus you also get stars, and you get hearts, so fame and love will follow you as well. The next thing I'll show you is the spotlight tool. Rather than follow a cursor around the screen, if you use the spotlight tool, You can guide your students to attend to particular parts of the screen using this, and it also has an arrow tool. Unlike the arrow tools in the stamp box, this one will only allow one arrow to appear. So wherever you click on it, I want them to look at the word banana, then I want them to look at the word pear. Each time you click, it will move to that location. There's an eraser tool which allows you to delete any text boxes or drawing objects, or if you want to clear the screen completely, use the clear option there. I'm going to undo that because that will show you that the undo box and the redo box do exactly what they say they're going to do. So that's the range of tools that are available to you. And at the end here, you have the option to save the whiteboard, and you can save that as a PNG file or as a PDF file, depending on your preferences. In the next session, we are going to look at particular activities that you might want to do using shared screens, either text or images, or using the whiteboard. Just a few ideas to get you going. But until then, good luck, and I will see you in the next video.